Hi guys, this is Mainely Watches and I'm Nick. Today I'm kind of excited because I have another Ball watch to show you on the channel. This one actually just came back from service. He went in for service back in mid-January and I just got it back a couple of weeks ago. So I've been very anxious to get the watch back and on my wrist. This is not a new watch. It's a couple years old. I sent it in for a regular routine service, so full oil change and tire rotation. No, just kidding. It went in for lubrication, cleaning, lubrication, regulating, and just a pressure tightness test, and just a general service. So it came back running absolutely beautiful. I'm very fortunate. I have a watchmaker here who is in my town who is an excellent service center. They're very experienced in doing Swiss watches, so very fortunate to have them here. And I was just thrilled to get this guy back, so I thought we'd do a quick video. And this is coming on the heels of my last episode where we reviewed the Ball Engineer II Green Beret. That was a little more in-depth, and I gave you some history on the Ball Watch Company, so I'm going to dispense with all that, and we're going to get straight into the specs and some info on this watch. I have put on a pair of new gloves today, because as you can see, this watch is all high polished everywhere, and yeah, I figured you didn't want to see my fingerprints everywhere, so we're going to use the white gloves today. So the watch in question is the Ball Engineer II Marvelight. The reference on this is the NM2026C. This watch is a 39.8 millimeter diameter watch. Ball marketed it as a 40, but I measured it in at 39.8. We have a lug length of 46.5 millimeters. With the male end links on the factory bracelet, it's coming in at 52.5 millimeters. You have a standard 20 millimeter lug width on this watch, and the weight, as I have it sized up for my 7.5-inch wrist on the Ball bracelet, the weight is coming in at 175 grams. So quite a wrist presence on this, despite the 40 millimeter diameter case. Thickness on this watch, as I measure it, is 12.5 millimeters. From the top of the flat part of the crystal to the back of the case, and then with the Cyclops, it's 13.5. So that Cyclops is adding another millimeter. You have a 33 millimeter diameter crystal on this watch, and 100 meters water resistance. So this is really falls into the category of a Gata style watch. Great everyday watch. Can be dressy, can be sporty. I wouldn't really call it a field watch, just a good everyday grab-and-go timepiece. I find there's a lot of similarities between this and something like the Milgauss. You might disagree with me, but somehow just the chunky blocks, the Lume blocks on this really reminds me of the Milgauss, as well as that high polish. And actually these balls are quite anti-magnetic as well. So, but let's take a close look here. You can see the dial. This is the smoked gray version. So they did have several colorways. I think they had a blue, a black, and a silver, and the gray. As characteristic of all the Balls, you have the tritium Lume blocks. So you've got 15 tritium tubes on here, 12 for the indices, and then you have tubes on the high polished hands, and a small tiny little tube on the second hand. I'm not going to put up a video of the Lume because it's pretty much similar to the other ball I showed in the last video. Very simple, clean text on the dial. Ball official R standard, automatic 100 meters, and then of course Swiss made at the bottom. Very nice anti-reflective coating on here, as you can see. And the watch is all extremely high polished. The case on this is 316 stainless. Very classic shape to it. Bracelet on this is very solid. It's all, as you can see, high polished. Screw-in links. Unfortunately, it is a butterfly clasp, so you have absolutely no micro adjust. There are some half links here, but yeah, I don't know why the Swiss brands keep persisting on these butterfly clasps. It's something Ball is doing, Omega's been doing. It kind of drives me a little crazy. Beautiful case back, typical of all the Balls. This being the Engineer, of course, you have a beautiful steam locomotive on there, and this is all really deep engraving. Ball Watch Company, Swiss-made, anti-magnetic. You've got the reference number and stuff here about the Microtech, the tritium illumination. I guess it's a standard warning they have to put, and then the serial number of the watch. So beautiful case back, absolutely love it. It says Web C Ball on the side of the locomotive. Just classic Ball. You can see the butterfly bracelet here. Very nice Ball logo here on the clasp. It's a very simple clasp. Just clicks, and that's it. So very clean and elegant. And again, as I say, everything here is high polish, so it is a total smudge magnet. This is not a new watch, so there are a few little micro scratches here and there, but you know, as a go everywhere, do anything watch, this certainly ticks all the boxes. Movement on this is the Ball RR1103. Now that is basically a ETA 2824-2 base. So you've got 25 joules, 4 hertz running at 28,800 beats per hour, and yeah, 38, 40-hour power reserve. Typical of the ETA movements, any watchmaker can service it. And indeed, when I took it in for service, my watchmaker was able to really regulate this thing down perfectly. And you know, I got it back, I put it on the time grapher. I'll put up a quick little shot of it on the time grapher, but she got it running to, you know, 3-4 seconds. So it's in COSC standards for sure, and they're just lovely watches. Ball, now this particular model, you cannot buy them anymore. This one has been discontinued, but of course Ball still does sell the Engineer II, and they are very much similar. I think the reference number is still even the same, but they're just fantastic watches. Retail on the Balls, I think they're typically running in the high 1000s, around 2000. You can find them a little discounted from gray market sellers, and then of course you can buy them on the secondary market, especially watches like this that are a few years old. But absolute classic shape. I'll put it on the wrist here. Here it is. You can see it wears very nicely. My wrist is 7.5 inches, so again, just a very classic proportioned watch. So yeah, that's it for this week's episode. We'll be back next week with some fresh content for you. As always, my videos are not sponsored, and this is all just my own watches, my own accessories, and hope you guys found this interesting. So, till next week, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.